Greetings, I'm Ia and I am hoping that you are gathering information from this theme of how spirituality can heal the body. Hoping that you're getting information that you can use. In fact, I know you're getting information that you can use to help heal. We all want to be healed, healthy, and whole. So let's continue on today and see how we can continue to enhance our total well-being. Ashe.
Greetings, everyone. Babaluaiye. My name is Ifa Korede. I am an Ifa priest, teacher, Yoruba language and cultural enthusiast. I do a lot of spiritual work in the community, and I also do a lot of online workshops, events, classes, things like that. If you want to find out more, follow me on my Instagram first at Oriire, ORIIRE, or on my website, IamOriire.com. So when it comes to this whole topic of healing, right, what I specifically want to talk about is how our Egbe Orun, our heavenly mates, play a role in our spiritual and physical health. So I'm going to chant two of my own personal Odu. My Odu from Hana Ifa, right, and my Odu from Ifa initiation. So first, my Odu from Hana Ifa, Utura Meji. Ifa says, Akudu Mangbele, Dia fun ere aye, on bowo kan fun torun, ẹbọ ni Ifá ní kó ṣe, ẹkúrú àkàrà tí mo jẹ, ìyá mi ti san, àkùrù máa ń gbẹ́lẹ́, máma kú dẹ̀gbẹ́nu, àkùrù máa ń gbẹ́lẹ́, ìrà ikú, ìrà ajé, ìrà aya, ìrà ọkọ, ìrà ọmọ, ìrà ìṣẹ́gun ọ̀tá tí mo jẹ, ìyá mi ti san, àkùrù máa ń gbẹ́lẹ́, máma kú dẹ̀gbẹ́nu, àkùrù máa ń gbẹ́lẹ́. The second verse that I'm going to chant, and we'll discuss it, comes from my Ifa initiation Odu. Ifa says, Bí òjòjò, bí òjòjò, bí òtútù, bí rínrín, díá fún rínrín tí ń sọmọ ajá láyé, díá fún òtútù tí ń sọmọ ajá níwárán, ẹbọ ni wọ́n ní wọ́n ó ṣe, ẹ̀rọ̀ pọ̀ ẹ̀rọ̀ fà, ẹ̀yin ò rí òtútù bí ti mú rínrín lọ. We're going to come back and talk about what each of those verses means and how it relates to this whole topic of healing. But first, let's make sure everyone has a good foundational understanding of what Egbe Orun is, right? So Egbe Orun just means heavenly group or heavenly mates, right? The word Egbe just means group or like your peers, your mates, right? Orun is the spiritual realm or heaven, right? Not exactly in the Christian sense, but this is the spiritual realm, the abode of all the divinities and the deities, right? So to really understand this topic, let's take it back to before we are born. Every single human being starts off in Orun, the spiritual realm, before they are born, and they, come to earth, born through their mother, right? And there's many things that happen in preparation for every human being to be born. We know many of them. Batala molds our body out of a special clay. The Creator breathes life into that body and animates it. We choose our Ori, which is essentially choosing our destiny. But there's one important step, right? We each have a spiritual double that we split away from, right? And we call this Anikeji Orun, right? Which literally means like our heavenly double, right? So every human being, you're born, you go to earth, your spiritual double stays in heaven. So we all exist in the physical plane, and we simultaneously have a spiritual double that exists in heaven, right? Now, just like we down here on earth don't sit and do nothing, right? We have social structure. We have relationships with each other. We're a part of groups, and we have different categories, right? The same is true for all of our spiritual doubles in heaven. They have complex relationships with each other. They interact with each other. They have groups, right? They have categories, right? And the collective of all of them, with all of their structures and groups and categories and relationships, are what we call our Egbe Orun, right? Our heavenly mates, right? All of these, the collective of all these doubles in heaven, right? So it's like our people that we are close to in heaven, right? Why does all of this matter? How does this impact our lives as human beings? Well, in several ways. Number one, they say that the relationships we have down here mirror the relationships we have in heaven, in the spiritual realm. So if I'm close to someone here, it's because our spiritual doubles are also close. If I'm enemies with someone, it's because maybe we're also enemies in heaven. That's one way. Another way is that our egbe, they're spiritually elevated, right? Because they're in the spiritual realm. So they have powers, right? They're spiritually powerful, and they have the ability to bring us a lot of blessings and elevate us in life. So it's a major part of the tradition, right? We have shrines for egbe, right? Because again, they're different categories. So we have shrines which represent the different types of egbe, right? One category could be Iyalode. We have a shrine for Iyalode that we can go to and pray for blessings. We have a shrine for Jagun, which is another type of egbe that we can go to and pray for blessings. There are many types, right? So working with egbe is a very big part of our tradition. They're priests and priestesses of egbe, right? Another way, they communicate with us strongly in dreams and things like that, right? Now, those are many positive ways they can impact us. They can also create some difficulty in our lives, such as sometimes we've made pacts in heaven, such as having a spiritual husband or spiritual wife, and then we get here on earth, that spiritual husband or spiritual wife is making it difficult for us to have relationships, right? And some other ways. But this ties into those two verses, right? So the first verse that I chanted from Utura Meji Akudu Mangbele, that verse, right? This speaks about one of the positive impacts that our egbe can have on us in terms of healing, right? And in this verse, it speaks about someone who was so depressed, fed up with life. They were like, their mental health was not good, and they were ready to give it all up and end their life, right? And so in the beginning of the verse, it says, Diafun Ere on board confun torun. So divination is performed for the egbe of the earth, which is us, and the egbe of heaven, the spiritual realms. I talked about we exist here and there, right? Ekuru akara timoje ya mitisan. Ekuru is like a type of food. Akara is another type of food. I think ekuru is made from beans. Akara is also made from beans, right? Timoje ya mitisan. So the ekuru and akara that I'm eating, my mother's paid for. Akuru mangbele mamaku degbenu. So this is where that person who was so fed up, ready to give up on life and throw away, that's another part. They were ready to throw away their egbe shrine. They were so fed up with life and just end it. So it's saying, Mamaku degbenu, don't throw away your egbe and die, right? Akuru mangbele, then we say, Iraiku, Iraje, Iraya, Iraoko, Iraomo, Ishegonta. We're mentioning all types of blessings. Timoje, Ya, Mitison. Like all these blessings that I'll have is my mother that will pay for it, right? And so I believe this is referring to your egbe. So it's advising the person, don't, no matter how depressed, whatever mental state that you're in, ready to give up, don't throw away your egbe shrine and die, because it's your egbe that will uplift you and will fulfill your hopes and bring you all the blessings that maybe are causing you to be in this state of depression, right? So this is an example of how, sometimes when we're, and we're talking about mental health, right? This is how sometimes when we're in a very low state, right? There's many aspects of spiritual healing, but one aspect is that sometimes it's your egbe, right, that will uplift you and elevate you out of that state, right? So this is from my Odu, from my Hand of Ifa. And, I've lived the experience of that Odu, and I was told to work closely with my egbe to uplift me and elevate me into a better mental state. So that's one aspect of healing. Now, let's talk about what the other verse that I chanted means. The verse that went, Bio Jojo, Bio Jojo, Bio Tutu, Bio Rin, Diafun Rimentin Soma Jalaye, Diafun Tutu Tin Soma Ajani Waron. So this verse is speaking about someone who tends to get very sick all the time, catch colds, things like that, and they don't know why. But what's happening is their spiritual double in heaven is pulling on them, pulling them slightly back to the spiritual realm, and it makes them have these spells of sickness. And they need to work closely with their egbe to, clear away that type of sickness, right? And so sometimes these 5 verses are tricky to exactly translate word for word, but my understanding of this verse is that Riri is the person on earth, right? And Ututu, which means cold literally, is the spiritual double in heaven. And Ututu is pulling on Riri, like, come here. And when that happens, Riri starts to get sick and experience colds and things like that, right? So this is speaking about how our egbe can impact our health directly, right? Egbe can call people home early, right? Another aspect too is if someone is an abiku, right, which is a child who's born to die, like they were meant to come here and then go back home early. Sometimes that issue needs to be fixed through Egbe as well, right, to ensure that they're not called back to heaven early, right? So Egbe can pull people back to heaven early. This verse is an example of how our Egbe can even pull on us slightly and cause sickness and other, bodily issues, right? And so in this case, you could do as many healing rituals as you want, as many spiritual baths, this, that. But in this case, it's actually someone's Egbe that need to be appeased, right? They need maybe Egbe initiation, like in my case, and they need to work closely with their Egbe to stop these flashes of cold and things like that, right? So we see the many ways that our Egbe can be a source of healing, how our Egbe can cause some, bodily health issues, and then can also be the source of solution and healing for that problem as well. So as I close out, my prayer for you is the prayer from the first verse that I chanted, right? That verse which talks about someone who's feeling so down, ready to give up, so defeated, so hopeless. So my prayer for you is that anyone who's watching this who feels like they're ready to give up in life, they don't know how they're going to do this, they don't know how they're going to do that, they're ready to just throw in the towel and call it quits, that your Egbe, right, your heavenly mates always support you. They always remind you that there is hope, right, and that they give you the blessings and the success that you are looking for in life.
Greetings, everyone. And I want you to just kind of relax a moment. If you feel open to closing your eyes, or just lower your eyes and just relax in the space that we have opened up, and allow yourself to feel spirit and enjoy the company that you're in. So let's take a deep breath in and blow it out. I want you to see all the love that surrounds you. The Creator loves you unconditionally. I want you to see what that means for you. That no matter what, the Creator is here for you and willing to love up on you, to help you to get up, to help you to lay down, to help you to heal, to help you to get through the rough times as well as the easy times. Always with love. And I want you to think about yourself. Do you love yourself unconditionally? Are you willing to forgive yourself when things are not going in the right manner? Are you willing to make those strides to be a better person? To really love up on you for all your idiosyncrasies. Because once you're able to really love up on you, then you can love up on others. So I want you to see yourself surrounded with that love. Give yourself a great big bear hug. And let yourself know that you love yourself. You love you. Because we need you. And we need your love to make this world an even better place. So let's share some of that love. And with that, I want you to move around a little bit. Open your eyes a little wider. And see that love radiating out all over the place. See that love.
Hello and welcome to the Healing Proverbs video. My name is Amma Calhoun and I am with my siblings Ayinde, Ife, Osei, and Yao, and we would like to discuss about different healing proverbs and how they relate to your everyday lives, whether it's spiritually, mentally, or physically. So we'll be going over some of our favorite healing proverbs. So the first one we would like to discuss is even the mightiest eagle comes down to rest from the treetops. So Ife, take it away. What do you think this means?
Yes, Sister Amma, thanks for bringing this one up. I love this one because it speaks to those that we don't always acknowledge. The doctors, the nurses, the first responders, the teachers, the mothers and fathers who are always catering towards their children. Even those of you who are mighty eagles deserve that break and that rest. So always make sure you're replenishing, and we thank you.
This proverb talking about the mightiest eagle is very important because it teaches you not to overextend yourself. It teaches you to know your limits, know that while you want to help, you have to help yourself before you can help others, really. So just make sure you're not draining yourself while trying to help others, because that'll work out against you.
Yes, so this proverb is very much aligned with you cannot pour from an empty cup. This implies that in order for you to be able to help others, you must be able to help yourself first. Even if you're a healer, healers also need healing.
Scene 1. Even the mightiest eagle comes down to the treetops to rest.
Wow, 30 patients today. 2 is coming in approximately a couple minutes. Gotta figure out, do they have coronavirus, their symptoms that they submitted. Oh my gosh, what should I do? Hello, is this Nurse Angela? Yes. I see here that we have 2 patients coming in. They both were in proximity to each other. Knock, knock, knock. Hold up. I feel like one is here. Hello.
Hi, I have the 12 o'clock appointment. Are you ready for me? I was just coming to check.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me sit down.
Thank you. So I've come in because I haven't been feeling well lately.
Okay.
There's been itching in my foot.
Itching in your foot?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if you have anything that you can prescribe, maybe an antibiotic. I'm not sure because
So,
it's really painful.
when did you first get these symptoms?
Initially it started about 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm coming in here because now it's like excruciating pain where I can't even deal with it at this point.
Okay.
So I just really need to see somebody about this care. So I come
got
to you.
So, have you or anybody in your family ever had any back problems, any allergies?
Honestly, yes. Everybody in my family has
everyone.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much everything.
Do you know how
Everyone,
many
my mother,
generations?
my father.
Oh,
generations?
okay.
Oh, I'm not
Both
quite.
sides.
I'm not 100% sure, but I know like it definitely runs in my family, and I'm definitely concerned about all of that as well. So I'm not sure. There's a lot to take into consideration in terms of my health because my medical history is it's very long, very lengthy.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna consult with my coworker and see what they have to say.
Okay. So should I come back in about a couple minutes? Or?
Oh yes, come back and I'll be with you shortly.
All right, thank you. See you, doctor.
Hi, I know I'm a little early for my appointment, but my headaches are just too much.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
please see me?
Yes, I will see you. So, you said you're having a headache.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yes, so do you take Advil? Do you take ibuprofen? You take Tylenol normally. Okay. Have you had any allergic reactions to Tylenol?
No, I don't think so.
No. So over the counter normally it's like 200 milligrams. What amount have you been taking?
Around like 100.
100. Is it 2 pills or is it 1 pill? 2 pills. Okay. So here I feel like we need to get you some Tylenol. However, do you want a more natural remedy? Yes, a natural remedy.
Yes.
Okay. So.
Please, doctor. Can you like hurry up? Like, can I get fast?
Yes. Oh, yes. So, for you, I think that maybe I could get you, something like obis oil. You just put it on your temples, rub your head like so.
And just go to sleep, right?
Yes, and go to sleep. And so, here is your prescription. You may go to the front counter.
Thank you so much.
Alright, so I have another patient. I got 2 other patients coming in. I've only tackled one out of the 29, and there's 29 other patients to go.
Even the mightiest eagle comes down to the treetops to rest.
So we'll like to start off with one cannot fight an evil disease with sweet medicine. Let's see what my siblings think.
This basically means that when you go about your day and you're on your journey, you are and you're inflicted with some type of wound, or you're impaired by something, you cannot heal through having just any type of medicine, right? You have to have what is situated for your situation.
This proverb actually reminds me of the grass is always greener on the other side. Now you might think that the sweet medicine will help you out. However, it is the bitter medicine that gets the job done in a quicker recovery time. And also, the side effects are a lot different. For sweet medicine, you might get something else that comes along with it.
Yes, I think this one is speaking directly to those of you who may like the sweeter things in life and don't always want to, necessarily take the bitterness that comes with life. And this is important for healing because not everything is sweet, and not every journey to recovery or to healing is sweet. And it won't always taste sweet, feel sweet, or be sweet, but you still have to take the medicine and do what you need to do to heal.
So, let's see how this plays out.
Go.
Scene 2. One cannot fight an evil disease with sweet medicine.
Hey everyone, I'm looking for a Yao Calhoun.
That would be me.
Art, please come in. Please, if you would have a seat right here.
Of course.
All right, and please, just describe to me some of your symptoms. What's going on?
Mostly headaches,
Mostly headaches, okay.
Light has been like a problem for the past few days.
Okay,
I feel like I usually sleep with lights on, but now I sleep with all dark.
Really?
Which could be signs like migraines or something.
Okay. So you sleep in the light, and I force you in the dark. Okay. What if you had, say, a region? Would it be more the frontal lobe area? Okay, frontal lobe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Frontal lobe. And would you say it's more of a stabbing pain or ringing pain? How would you describe it?
Yeah, like a constant stabbing pain.
Constant stabbing pain. Okay. So I have a couple of offers for some types of medicines that I think will work for you. We can start off with the kids version, or we can start with the adult version.
Kids version.
Kids version?
Okay.
Okay.
Does it taste sweeter for the kids?
Oh, it's much sweeter.
It has to be the kids, yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. So I will have my nurse give you the label, and I will write you a prescription right now.
All right, awesome. That'd be great.
All right. And could you hold on one second? All right. Please come back tomorrow if this problem persists, and I wish you the best.
I'll be sure.
Nice meeting you, Yao.
You too.
Have a good one. Here, I'll walk you back.
Thank you.
All right.
24 hours later.
Hey everyone, I'm looking for Yao Calhoun. All right, hey, please come in. Please sit here. Nice to see you again.
Of course. Yeah.
All right. So I take it, unfortunately, you're not feeling better.
Medicine did not work, doctor.
Okay. Regretful to hear that. Would you say, were there any improvements at all?
Might have gotten worse, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
The sweet medicine made you worse. Interesting. All right. Very important to know. Would you say that it's still in the same area, the same region?
Yeah, kind of spread a little to the back part.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay,
but
okay.
mostly here, raging constant pain.
Raging constant pain. Wow, really sorry to hear that. All right, Yao, so we have two options again today, similar to yesterday. We have the kids sweeter version, and we have the adult necessary, albeit more less sweeter version. As a patient, it's your right to pick, and
I think sweeter version, please.
Sweeter version. All right, I'll have my nurse give you a different prescription of the sweeter version.
Is it sweet?
It's sweet.
Okay.
Yep, no worries.
That works for me.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right, Yao. I hope I won't see you again tomorrow, but please
not.
come again tomorrow if you have an issue.
Of course.
All right,
Of
here,
course.
let me walk you out.
Thank you.
Of course.
24 hours later.
Hey everyone, I'm looking for a Yao Calhoun.
Me again.
Oh, please come in. How's it going, Yao?
Okay, that's good.
All right. So unfortunately, I guess you're back for I'm guessing the same issue.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
So 2 days in a row, I took the sweeter version. The sweeter
Yes, of
version
course.
of the medicine.
Of course.
Albeit two different types, but it's still the sweet medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try the non-sweet medicine because this problem, the same problem, because this problem is persisting. We have to give it a try. Now, as the patient, you have to agree, but I'm strongly encouraging you to take this new prescription that I'm lining up, and I'm urging you to say yes.
And this one you're sure it will work better.
100%, but I must warn you, it is not sweet.
I guess I could go for it.
Okay, all right. That is the news I like to hear.
It's chilly weather today, huh?
Sure. I wear the same cardigan the past 3 days straight. Sounds good. I will have my nurse detail the description of your prescription very, very soon. And hopefully I won't have to see you again tomorrow. I mean, it would be great to see you, but not in this setting. And I hope for you the best.
Thank you.
All right, yeah. All right. See you. Hopefully not tomorrow. All right. One cannot fight an evil disease with sweet medicine.
I would like to thank everyone for tuning in and listening to our proverb interpretations and the skits that goes with them. We just wanted to show you how important proverbs are and how we can use healing proverbs to go about our everyday lives and make sure that we are spiritually, physically, and mentally aligned.